time you actually get this, it'll probably be a few weeks after I recorded it. So hopefully I'm back on the buses with no problem. I'm going to do certain updates, as I say. I'm going to do some filming as well, and I'm coping being on my own without the girls. But I won't be publishing that till quite some time. I won't warn you people. But please stay loyal to me, because you're all I've got. You're all I've got. Welcome to Random and Desperate. Well, today's video, hopefully this video is a video of hope to all them men and women, but especially men, who go through the rigmarole of losing everything you own. Now what I mean by that is the fatal divorce, because when we get divorced, it is not a pleasant thing, and you don't want to go through it. Now you saw at the bit of the video, the very start of it, that I was sat in my car upset because I lost everything. I lost my wife, my kids, my home. I was homeless. I had to start a brand new again, age 30-ish, put it that way, 30-ish, and I had to start again. And that was round about, I'll be honest with you, round about 7 years ago. I went through that in 2017, and I thought to myself, when I sat in that car and made that video, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go, how to start. I had nothing. All I had was that car, what I was sat in. But this video is to talk about where I am now and how I got here, and hopefully it gives hope to people who do watch this video, who do go through the rigmarole of a divorce, because it's not a nice thing, folks, not a nice thing. But I had a few advantages. I had a great mum and dad. I must admit, absolutely fantastic mum and dad, who helped me get back on my feet, helped me get restarted again, because I didn't have a job as well. That was the best thing. I worked from this stupid Uber for 6 months, which was paid peanuts, when my real passion, my real job was bus driving, because I've been a bus driver since I was 18. So I had to restart again. So I moved back to my mum and dad's. I stopped in their spare room for at least 6 to 8 months, got myself a job back on the buses in Manchester. I had a shitload of debts to pay off, to be honest with you. I worked my arse off. I worked every hour God sent for the first 6 months, sometimes working 7, 8 days, or even up to 13 days without a day off, to pay all my debts off. And I managed to do it. Then I got myself a little flat, which was just round the corner from my mum's. And the good thing is, because I've got a great mum and dad, they financed most of it, and I just paid it back in installments. So eventually I did pay the flat off, and today's the day where I actually am selling that flat. I'm selling that divorce house, as I'd call it, but that little flat of mine saved me, and you guys did as well. You guys saved me, to be honest with you. You saved Random and Desperate, or the real name is Steve, for what I went through, because what I found is I lost everything, but I didn't. I gained so many new friends. I met people like Stocky Bloke, who were introduced in YouTube, people like Auntie Ethel, Carl, who helped me through it all, and I'll always be thankful for both of them to help me through it. Now, how did I cope? Getting divorced and getting through the having nothing. We all go a bit silly, was alcohol. I was drinking a hell of a lot, going to the pubs for years and years. after I moved in my flat, I started drinking. I won't say heavily, but 2 or 3 times a week. Basically, I just had 6 or 7 pints, kebab on the way home, and collapsed in a single flat. And that was my life for many years, to be honest with you. And I focused on my friends, focused on seeing my children when I could, and focused on my job, and focused on YouTube. There it is, folks. So what we'll do, this will be the final time I'm in here. Let's open some blinds. Open there, some lighting. Yeah, it's my final time. This was my flat where I moved in when things went tits up. But it's been a great little flat, and it's, I won't say I'm sad to lose it, to be honest with you. So folks, this was my room. Well, big double bed there. I used to have a single bed for a statement, to be honest with you. And if you look there, that's where my girls did all them little patterns. But I've left this till last, because this was one of my eldest daughters when we got it at Blackpool, and I wanted this the last thing to take, because my 2 daughters brought me hope in the world, and they've kept me going. And this was their room. Yeah, this was their room, folks. I used to have a bed there, a bunk bed. Used to play games in here. But that's life, end of the day. But it does get better, folks. Look at me. I started with nothing, and I've got back everything. And the trick is work and work and work. But this is the last time. I'm going to take meter readings, and that's it. Sometimes, when you've got a library, you've got to throw old books away. And this is one of my old books, and start something new. Memories. I think we should get out of here, shouldn't we? And make this quite a positive goodbye. Yeah. I'm going to get some meter readings and call it a day. And that's it, folks. Thank you, flat, for helping me on my journey. My little friends. All right. Hello, you two. Hello. 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 So go and have a wee. Go on. There you go. Go on, girls. Go on. Go on, Mop. Go on. Well, there you go, folks. What can I say about that video, okay? Now, what I'm going to do at the end of this video, I'm going to put my old original one, what I did years ago, where you saw me in the car, at the very tiny start of the video. But I'm going to give you the full content at the end of it, so stay tuned. Remember, I was a different person back then to what I am now. And as I said before, I hold no malice between anybody. Even when I was married and got divorced and there was a bit of issues along the way. I've got 2 beautiful girls. I'll always be thankful for my ex-wife. I said that in years. I'll always be thankful for her, because I think she's done an amazing job bringing him up. There's no doubt about it. And before anyone asks, I do pay my way. I do give him child maintenance every month, which is about 400 quid per month, which I don't mind. End of the day, they're my girls as well. I do see him every so often. I would like to see him more, but you just got to accept for what you give. That's why I've just come to that conclusion. Because years ago, I didn't see him for over a year due to issues. But hopefully that's been resolved now, and I'm so thankful of that. And I want to give a personal shout out to my both little girls. They're not little no more. You've got the eldest, which is nearly 14, and you've got the youngest, which is nearly 10. So it's amazing how life generates, how it gets better, how people change, how everybody change. Is there still hatred in the situation? Not on my part. I just get on with my life. That was a different life for me. God, it's nearly over 7 years now. Totally different life for me. And I've improved. And look at this nice little house I've got. Now, if you want to see the whole house, the whole tour, I'll put the link at the end of this video. You're very welcome to watch it. And you can see how I've improved. And if you go further back in my videos, you'll see me in that flat. And it was an interesting time. It was an improvement time. But this point of this video is to help people who's gone through situations in their life when you've lost everything. I had nothing. I absolutely nothing if I look back now. And it was certainly a life lesson. It certainly woke me up to the realistic of the world. And I'm glad I had the people and the support network to get what I have today. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time for whenever the adventure awaits. And I also want to thank my two girls, my daughters, for giving me strength to improve myself. I hope you're proud of your dad. I really hope that one day when you look back in these videos and say, that's me dad, that's me dad. You don't know what the future holds. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time for whenever the adventure awaits. Hi there, people. It's Uberman UK. Well, this is going to be the very last Uberman UK. And yes, everyone's probably saying to me that big mistake and you shouldn't have changed from being a bus driver to an Uber driver. I accept that now. It's not just that reason why I'm giving up Uber. Problem I have now, I did this for my kids to help them through school, but a situation's come up now where I don't have my kids. I don't have a home. I don't even have a wife no more. So Uber now is completely pointless. Yes, I'm calling it a day. I've got an interview on the buses tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a job back on the buses. Go back to what I'm good at to earn the money. I said I've got all CPC, my licence, and I've got all that. That's fine. Hopefully I can start on the buses immediately and start earning some money. I say I don't have that lovely home where I used to live. That's all changed. It's sad really, I enjoyed doing Uberman UK and Uber because of looking after my children. But now that's not going to happen. And girls, if you're watching this in the future, I did all this for you. And I will do my best in these coming months. I'll do my best, girls, to put you first no matter whatever I do. And I love you. And hopefully it's sorted out. Because unfortunately, when something like when a marriage breaks up for whatever reason, there's only someone who suffers. That's the kids. I'm not going to answer any more questions what people send to me. I'm going to call it a day with Uber. You're welcome to please subscribe and keep this channel open, because I will be back. I promise you I will do regular updates, but I will be back giving you an update on what's going on. Hopefully it helps other people who are going through this situation, who a marriage breaks up. Maybe I'm going to start documenting something like that, and hopefully it helps. It's awful when a marriage breaks up. I don't want to. There's no point blaming people and saying this happened, you should have done this. It's done. You just got to repair the damage, and hopefully sort it. It's sad, really. Uberman UK, eh? Uberman UK. Thanks very much, people. The time you actually get this, it'll probably be a few weeks after I recorded it. So hopefully I'm back on the buses with no problem. I'm going to do certain updates, as I say. I'm going to do some filming as well, and I'm coping being on my own without the girls. But I won't be publishing that till quite some time. I won't warn you, people. But please stay loyal to me, because you're all I've got. You're all I've got. Say all my subscribers kept me going. They kept me going, and I appreciate all of you for being loyal and watching all the comments you make, good or bad. But time's up for Uberman UK. Stay tuned. Appreciate that, people. I love you all. Take care. Uberman UK is saying farewell.